Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to your collective reading for November 15th, 2023. My name is Natasha, also known as Nurse Natasha. This is a collective astrological and tarot energy check-in. I'm doing these every single day for the month of November here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the astrology that's happening every single day. I mostly focus on moon transits because I am a moon witch. But we'll talk a little bit about everything, some major transits, and then we do a tarot reading for every single day for the month of November. I'm doing this to challenge myself and also just to show up for y'all here. I love my YouTube community and I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We'll see when that happens, but if you enjoy this, like it, leave a comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll be here every single day for the month of November doing this. So let's talk about today, November 15th. We have our waxing crescent in Sagittarius. Actually, the moon just moved from Scorpio to Sagittarius. We just had our new moon in Sagittarius on November 13th, and that was finally clearing out the old eclipse energy from the last moon cycle. So we are in a new moon cycle now with the moon in Sagittarius, waxing crescent in Sagittarius. We do have Venus also just moved into Libra, which is a very nice kind of very Venusian, lovey-dovey, beauty aesthetic kind of energy. You know, Libra is ruled by Venus, so that's a very nice energy. We also have Mercury in Sagittarius right now, which isn't the best. It's like a little chaotic, but now with I feel like the moon and Mercury in Sagittarius, it's it's a little chaotic. It's a lot of chatty communication, flirty communication, especially with Venus and Libra. The notes I wrote for today was communication and being seen and heard, expressing yourself, perhaps aesthetically, with Venus and Libra through your appearance, your beauty, your aesthetic, things like that. How you are kind of attracted to people and how they're attracted to you. And then with Mercury and Sagittarius, it's just kind of a very chaotic, communication style. I think it's fine. I'm a Sagittarius rising. I like the Sagittarius energy. So that's the vibe for today, November 15th. Now we're going to check in tarot-wise. So we already have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We've seen this card a few times. It's very interesting to see how the energies shift on the day-to-day in these daily readings and how certain themes and certain cards continue throughout. But the Three of Wands it can actually signify travel, laying out your plans for things. You're not moving forward immediately, but it's you are going to move forward and it's going to be a successful endeavor, but not yet. You're kind of laying out the plans, picking the direction you want to go in, figuring out, you can see this guy here is standing on a cliff, overlooking, he's where do I want to go? What do I want to do? I'm about to go on this successful endeavor. I'm about to go maybe on this travel, this new adventure, but I want to figure out how to do that first. So that's kind of the vibe, after this new moon in Scorpio that we just had in that massive eclipse season. I think that currently, it's kind of about manifesting and again, laying out your plans, setting your goals, setting your intentions, figuring out how to reach those goals and intentions. And things are going to start to speed up at the end of this year because it's, the card of the year is the Chariot, which is the card of rapid forward movement. We haven't really seen that too much in the beginning part of this year, but I do think that things are going to start to speed up these last 2 months of 2023. So what else is the energy for today, November 15th? What do we need to hear? What do we need to focus on? By the way, my Black Friday sale is going on now. I actually had to close personal readings because I had so many requests for them. So those are going to take me a couple days to get through, and then they will open up again. But that includes all my witchcraft and wellness ebooks and guided journals and all my courses as well. I teach the moon phases. I teach moon magic yoga, crystal magic yoga, mindful eating, self-love, all the witchcraft and wellness stuff you could want. Yeah, that's all linked in the description box below. All right, chaos mode is saying not today. So we will pull the old-fashioned way. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We love to see that. The Star. I have to censor her a little bit because of YouTube, but it's the Star. I'm not wearing it today. Usually I have the Star on my neck. I have my Labradorite. But usually I'm wearing the Star. This is the card of Aquarius. This is your star. This is your North Star, the star that you follow. This is true, authentic expression of yourself. This is hope. It's light at the end of the tunnel. It's when you wish upon a star vibes. We've had a lot of wish fulfillment energy coming through lately. It's also the card of Aquarius. There's the King of Pentacles again. We've also had this King of Pentacles showing up quite a few times in these past few readings. King of the material, abundance, wealth, stability, foundation. heavy on the stability, heavy Taurus energy, heavy on the stable legacy kind of abundance. Queen of Cups, Queen of Water. Who else we got here? The Hierophant. Okay. The Hermit. All right. And again, I have to kind of censor this guy. The Lovers. Wow, lots of major arcana and it's just literally just major arcana and court cards. So November 15th definitely might be a day. We have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, complete and total emotional fulfillment. Fortune after difficulty, which is kind of very similar to the Star energy, because the Star comes after the Tower in the tarot. And the Tower is catastrophe. The Tower is your tower comes crumbling down, and your lightning strikes your tower, and, chaos and catastrophe and major change. But the Star comes after the Tower, and it's in one of my favorite decks, the Way Home Tarot, the Tower is depicted as lightning striking a cabin, catches it on fire, catches the forest on fire, and then the Star that comes after the Tower is like that burnt forest, but there's a stream running through it, and it's leading towards the North Star. It's like refinding your light, refinding your North Star, that light at the end of the tunnel, with the Hierophant right underneath that Star card. It's card of Taurus. It's like redefining perhaps maybe your values, the Hierophant is the card of like institutions and religions and structure and your core values and your traditions and like those kind of things. Also a card of marriage, but I really see this as like you redefining those like institutions that make you because of maybe you've had, we just had that new moon in Scorpio, which is death in the Tower vibes. And you've had this massive transformation. You're like, I'm different. Like, I'm not the same person I was before. Here are my new values. Here's my new North Star. Here's my new structure, tradition, whatever, what have you. And we do have the King of Pentacles and the Hermit. Again, really heavy focus on like stability here and like soul searching. Again, there's not a lot of like action in this reading. It's more so like, I really think that after major lunations and after a major eclipse season and then this major new moon, it's like, take some time to figure out like, where are we going? Like that Three of Wands, like we've just gone through some like epic transformations. You don't have to just keep like going. You can take a second to be like, all right, what's next? Hermit vibes, card of Virgo, take that lantern and like look inside and be like, where do I want to go from here? It's very heavy on like emotional maturity and emotional healing with the Queen of Cups. She's the Queen of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then with the Lovers, also kind of very heavy on the self-care, I think, self-love. But it could also be that maybe you're meeting someone or someone is coming in. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, they're not of the same suit, obviously. But I think that, the King of Pentacles and Pentacles in the Tarot are like seeds. They're like, the tangible, physical. And then Cups are, water and emotions. And it's like, plant the seeds and how you're going to nurture them. And I think the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups make a good pair in that way, that like they have the abundance and the emotional maturity and the emotional fulfillment. So just a random note on that. I've been really working with the court cards more and understanding them more. And it's really interesting to see how they show up in readings as like influences or other people or as you or as energy that you need to embody. And I think in this case, it's like, energy that we need to embody of like that stability and foundation, and then how are you going to nurture it, right? We're going to clarify with this other deck, the Tarot Obscura. We have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Again, Cups, emotions, intuitions, the Page of Cups, then the Page of Pentacles right behind it, right? Now we've had the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and now we have two pages, Cups and Pentacles as well. It's this kind of matching of the pentacles, the physical, the tangible, the material with the cups, the emotional, and like how can we kind of bring those two together? The Page of Pentacles is like being a student. The Page of Cups is similar, kind of, it's like being a student of emotion, I guess, like, offers of love and kind of like fun, flirty kind of energy, intuition. I think that's definitely the energy we should be embodying today, November 15th. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to hear on November 15th? We have our moon in Sagittarius, Mercury in Sagittarius, Sun is still in Scorpio. We have Mars in Scorpio. Still a couple placements in Pisces, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. Jupiter, I believe, is in Taurus. Libra at the bottom of the deck, Justice. All right, who's this? The Nine of Wands. Yep, this has been a stalker card. If you've been here, or if you've maybe been in my live readings, I do live readings in my YouTube membership, we've seen the Nine of Wands quite a bit. We're not at the end just yet. We're almost there, but we're not at the end. That's my almost there card. It's the card of, you know, running up the hill with these wands, and you're not yet towards the finish line. You're like the last stretch, but we're not there yet. Who's with the Devil, card of Capricorn coming out here. Perhaps that's what's blocking us from reaching that. The Three of Wands. Again, Eight of Swords, Strength, card of Leo, and the Ten of Swords. So good. I want to get a couple more just to get this. There's the Star again, Knight of Cups, and the Emperor. All right, my friends, this is a bit of a doozy here. So we have the Nine of Wands is actually sandwiched right in between the two star cards. So it's like, if you're feeling like, you know, it's just like never ending, you're running up this hill, you're tired, you know, this journey doesn't seem to be an end in sight, just know that there is. And what's keeping you going is moving towards your star, you know, moving towards your dreams and your wish fulfillment and like the things that you want to do in life and your true expression. And you know, just again, you're light at the end of the tunnel. That's the thing that you're running up that hill with that wand in your hand, and you're running up there, and the things that might be holding you back. Eight of Swords, this is a self-imposed mental prison. This is being kind of trapped in your own mind, by your own limiting beliefs, by, you know, the things that you think are going wrong, or the things that you think are wrong about you, or limiting beliefs of like, I don't deserve it, or, you know, XYZ, insert limiting belief here. We got to refocus on the star, right? The Eight of Swords is like, again, the limiting beliefs and the negative self-talk and the like, well, what if the star never happens? But the star is like, no, the star is going to happen because I'm moving towards it, right? Don't get yourself stuck in that like eternal cycle of negative self-talk. Choose the star. Choose the what if it just turns out better than I expected to? What if the best happens instead of what if the worst happens? And honestly, I really kind of see the Devil here in not a terrible position. He's over the King of Pentacles. It's definitely Capricorn energy, with the Knight of Cups and the Strength card. And I feel like in this case, the Devil is mastery, because the Devil gets a bad rep because he's, you know, it's the Devil. A lot of the times the Devil can show up as the tempter, the ties that bind. You know, you can see these people are kind of chained to the Devil. But in this case, I think it's because, you know, with the King of Pentacles, it's really leaning more into the Capricorn kind of vibes of the Devil card, which is mastery, which is mastering the Devil inside. And with the Strength card, which is taming the beast inside as well. It's like mastering the temptations, the unhealthy coping mechanisms, again, the kind of things that keep us like held back. I feel like we're kind of persevering and triumphant over them with the Strength card. And the Knight of Cups is sandwiched right in the middle of that. And it's like, because I think we're leaning in again with love, with like the Cups energy, with the Knight of Cups energy. You know, the Knight of Cups, you can see he's in like a desert, and there's just the only water on this card is like a stream going down the middle. And he's going to continue towards that water. He's going to continue towards that healing. He's going to use that water to like plant the seeds, and it's fertile because there's water. Like, my dog started losing it as soon as I started talking about the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. When you lead with love, when you go on like a mission from love, it's gonna, you know, we sometimes we got to follow our heart. If again, you've been in my readings for a while here on YouTube, we've talked about the message for most of 2023 was follow your mind, follow the logic, follow your head over your heart. And now we're finally starting to see like, okay, you've done the work. Now it's time to follow your heart. You have to have a balance between the two. And I feel like that's kind of what the Emperor is here to tell us, is like, yes, even though the Emperor is for sure the divine masculine, very much so logic and boss energy. This is card of Aries, by the way. He's also passionate. He is the culmination of all of the kings in the tarot. Pentacles, swords, cups, wands. He has the abundance. He has the stability. He has the foundation. He also has the emotional maturity and stability. He also has the passion and creativity. He also has the logic and the intellect. We have to choose to master all of those things. You can't lead too much into one or too much into the other. Or that's kind of what, you know, 10 of Swords is us, is when we go too far into one direction or the other, or we end up at this place of just being dead, done, over with. There's also a card of betrayal. But, you know, it's over the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. And I think that the thing about the 10 of Swords, any 10s actually, we have the 10 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck as well. It's the end of that suit of like wands, right? The 10 is the end. And it's like, yes, sometimes you do feel just completely done, over, you know, 10 swords sticking out of you, but it's over. Like, I think that sword cycle is over. Like, you know, and we've been seeing a lot of swords. Again, if you've been in these readings with me for a while, we've seen a lot of swords coming up over. It's been a lot of King of Swords, lots of 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Even in these readings, the 9 of Swords is very prominent kind of at the beginning of November. But we're finally moving out of that with, again, the 3 of Wands that we saw at the beginning of this reading. The more you kind of plan ahead, the more you decide to go on this new adventure, this endeavor with both logic and creativity and emotional fulfillment and all the things combined, the less likely you are to run into that 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords and the limiting beliefs and all that kind of stuff. I would say the only kind of warning here is don't get, again, too caught up in the negative self-talk. I think with that Mercury and Sagittarius, again, it's that very fiery communication energy. Don't get too caught up in, like, if someone maybe, it's a very big energy of like someone like messing up what they say or like accidentally saying something they don't mean or like things like that. Just chaotic communication. Don't let that get to your head. Like, just keep moving forward. Focus on you. Focus on the future. Focus on your star. And I think you'll be good to go. Overall, I think this is a really good reading. Again, that 10 of Cups is like staring at us at the bottom of the deck, like complete and total emotional fulfillment. We have double stars here. We love to see it. So don't let that 8 of Swords get the better of you today. And I will see you tomorrow, November 16th.